Ben,
Yeah.
you Italian.
You Italian.
Posso parlare un pochino italiano?
Pronounce the name of this game for us.
Ristorante Amore.
Great.
And now I can pronounce it in Chicago. Ristorante Amore.
Oh no.
I mean, I probably have a little bit of an accent, at least with the vowels, but not that big of an accent.
Well, I was really pronunciating it.
Ristorante Amore. So, Anna, would you actually like to be the protagonist for this game?
Sure.
Alright. Switch it up a bit so Ben's not always the protagonist.
Well,
Please.
in Luca
input
Norcali was the protagonist.
the heroine's first name. If nothing is entered, it will default to Lily. Well, let's
Pirate.
go. No, we're not going back to those dark days.
I never played that game.
Dark Days? I thought it was fun.
Lily will just make me think of Harry Potter, so let's think of another name. But maybe it could also be a flower name. Like,
Now I want to think of a flower name that would really be not be a good name.
Corpse Flower.
See, I'm like, oh, let's do Rose, but that's in Harry Potter too. Gosh darn it.
It's also a really normal name.
Oh, so we're gonna go with like,
And Petunia as well.
that's true.
A lot of flowers are normal names.
Let's make it Daisy.
But that's really normal.
Yeah, exactly. She can be anyone.
It makes me think
Everyone-
of The Great Gatsby.
Yeah, perfect.
It makes me think of what was it called? The Way I Live Now? Is that it?
Yeah, that.
Or
think
How I
that
Live Now?
was the Daisy too, right?
I
I
wonder
think she was Daisy.
how long this input field is. We could just list a whole bunch of flower names.
Yeah. Don't forget hydrangea. How do you spell that?
I think that's correct.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure you can go all the way.
Um,
How about add margarita? That means Daisy.
I love it. This is our name.
uh, uh,
Cherry
it's
Blossom.
it's a family name. Sunflower.
oh no.
Actually, I really like Sunflower.
Oh no. Oh,
Poppy.
I don't know, Emily. Do we want to go with the silly or should we go with the not silly?
Can you add on to this still, or is it done?
oh,
no.
it keeps
We might
going.
break the game if we
Yeah,
do.
I was thinking we might break all the text boxes.
I'm not actually suggesting we use all of these.
We could
What
always start with this, and if it breaks things, we could go back into
And
a
we
lesser
could just
name.
compromise and do, like, I don't know, Daisy Sunflower. Do we like Daisy Sunflower? Or
I'm okay with Daisy Sunflower.
I'm a little sad to see this name go. That's okay.
oh, if
I
you really
think-
want,
No.
I don't want to break the game.
I mean, we could interpolate whenever, like, the name pops up in the dialogue.
No.
We can just
Daisy Sunflower?
Yeah.
okay.
Okay.
Okay. When I was a little girl, I used to dream about all the cool things I'd do once I was a grown-up. My dreams changed constantly. I first wanted to be a teacher, then an artist, then a baker, then a stewardess. The sky was the limit. But you know what? It's now been more than 4 months since I graduated from college, and none of my dreams have come true yet. Hashtag real life.
It's
real
like
life.
it's only been 4 months. Try a couple years.
Yeah.
It took me like half a year, and that was just to get like an entry-level job.
Yeah.
Okay, real life can be pretty hard. Oh no! Oh, she kind of looks like a sunflower. Aw. I was spacing out on the job again and dropped everything that I was just holding. That's what I get for not being careful, I guess. I know I should pay more attention, but I can't help it. I'm just so clumsy.
Okay, who should this person be? Or who should be this person?
I don't know what anybody's like, so I'll just be whoever you think I'd be good at.
Okay, because I was like, Ben!
Okay, I'll be annoyed. Did you seriously just drop another set of plates?
Uh,
I keep thinking that there's got to be a limit to your stupidity, but then you go and raise the bar for yourself yet again.
wow. But I didn't mean to drop them. My mind just wandered for a bit.
You think that makes it okay? When my mind wanders, it wanders to the task of holding up dishes.
No.
Do you know how much just one of these dishes cost?
It's
I'll give you a
like
hint.
$2 on Amazon. That's where you buy them from.
It's
See the purchase orders.
That's $2 million.
Per plate? Wow.
It's made of platinum.
Then how does it break?
Platinum breaking ants.
Then it's not really the fault of dropping them? Anyway.
The platinum eating ants live on the floor.
Um,
I will defend my ridiculous assertion.
Emily, you can be the princely coworker.
Well, come now, Ethan. It's not that big of a deal, is it?
Everything is a big deal. Are you kidding me, Pierre? She just broke about $150 million worth of platinum.
Well, calm down. It's not the end of the world. It is the end of our budget, but I don't know why you got those plates in the first place.
This isn't something to laugh about.
It's a restaurant. I'm sure people break plates all the gosh darn time. Yes, I always dreamed of being an adult, but reality's harsh. So harsh. I'm 20 years old now and a waitress after 4 years of college. I only got this job because my uncle owns the place. But nobody ever got anywhere by being too hard on themselves. Oh man, this game is too true. This is too real. In this economy, I'm lucky to have a job at all, and most of the time I enjoy my job very much. The patrons are very nice, and as for my coworkers...
What are you grinning about? You look like an idiot. I hate happiness.
Is it wrong to be happy?
Yes! It is when it's just after breaking a whole bunch of dishes. Also after not breaking a whole bunch of dishes. It's always wrong to be happy. I hate your joy.
Aw, I like you too, Ethan.
Unless you enjoy being happy, which I'm beginning to suspect you might.
I forgot about that. Oh no, I hope my uncle won't be too upset with me. I quickly run to grab the broom so I can clean up the broken pieces. Good, don't pick it up with your hands. Mistake number 1.
Yeah, the ants might eat you.
This place is... Insert Ben saying it in Italian.
Ristorante Amore.
An uptown Italian restaurant. After graduating from college, I, like a lot of people in this horrible economy, had trouble finding a job. Nobody was in need of the skills that I have. Yep. Luckily, my uncle, who owns this restaurant, was in need of a waitress to fill in after one girl had to move out of town. He didn't mind my lack of experience either. Not the most coordinated person in the world, but I try my best. You should have seen how many dishes I broke on my first day. Oh boy.
All the dishes.
All the dishes.
We had to serve that soup on a plate.
And then I broke that plate, too.
No, the waiters just came around and they just had like soup in their cupped hands and just like lifted it to people's faces and we're like, this is all we have, sir.
I'm sure some subset of people would enjoy that.
Ethan was pretty upset that day, too.
He was on soup duty.
I must have made a terrible first impression. Oh, Ethan is this guy here, if you haven't noticed from the text box with his name on it. He's a waiter, and we usually have shifts together. I'm glad that I have someone more experienced to rely on, but Ethan can be pretty harsh whenever I make mistakes, which is always. He means well, I think. He's just a little, picky. But he never demands more work from me than he himself puts in. Ethan is a very hard worker.
Daisy Sunflower, let me have the broom.
Oh, Pierre. It's okay. I'm the one who broke the dishes.
Just wondering what that would look like if we had a whole big...
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it would be going off the screen.
No, I insist. I'm on break right now anyway.
Before I can protest more, Pierre gently tugs the broom from my hands and proceeds to sweep up the broken plate pieces gentlier. Pierre's always such a gentleman. He's a sous chef here, so we don't exactly work together, but Pierre's always looking out for me. Even though I'm still pretty clumsy, he's never annoyed with me. I don't think I've ever seen him angry, come to think of it. Maybe he's a robot. The women who come to dine here really love him. Pierre doesn't get to leave the kitchen much, but he's always swarmed with fans as soon as he does. I don't blame them. He's such a dreamboat. Okay, I don't like him. He's too nice.
Well, here's someone who's friendly. Should I be friendly?
Sure, you can be friendly.
We can just, like, switch back and forth, Ben and I, between the other people.
Right. Just have to figure out how I'm doing this. I don't know how to be friendly.
You're never friendly.
I mean, you were playing the, like, unfriendly guy just before this.
Yeah. I'll just give him a really different voice. Yo! What are you two doing?
Oh, man, he's so happy. Oh, hello, Liam. Liam's kind of a jack of all trades. On paper, he's a buster, but he also waits on tables, keeps his storeroom stocked, and all sorts of other things. I think he's been in the kitchen all this time. He must not have heard all the commotion.
Daisy Sunflower just had a little accident, that's all.
Did you break some dishes again? I thought I heard Ethan yelling. I love it when he yells.
It was an accident. I'm sorry.
It's no big deal, Daisy Sunflower. Don't worry about it. Everyone makes mistakes sometimes.
Thanks, Liam. Liam's a very nice guy. He's the type that brightens up the entire room just by being in it. He can be a little impulsive, I suppose, but he's got a kind heart. I'm very glad to know him.
He's pretty cute. In my opinion. Hey, but why are you letting Pierre clean it up?
Oh, that's right. How rude of me. I should have...
Nah, I just meant that you two are taking my job. You're supposed to leave this kind of thing to me, yeah?
With a boyish grin, Liam takes the broom from Pierre. Soon enough, all the broken pieces are swept away, but Liam takes some more time to check the floor for any pieces we might have missed.
Wouldn't want someone stepping on a piece and cutting their feet or something.
I assume they would have shoes on.
Unless it was no bowls and no shoes day at the restaurant.
There's this time that Sunflower just was breaking everybody's shoes somehow.
I can't tell you how I did it, but I'm just that clumsy.
Yes, I think most of our patrons wear shoes, Liam.
From anyone else, this might sound snide, but Pierre is so gentle that Liam thinks nothing of it. Pierre just doesn't want Liam to worry.
I guess that's true.
Liam glances at the clock hanging on the back wall of the kitchen, and his eyes widen.
So they do.
Ah! I just looked up. I was like, ah!
Crap, we better get back to work before Voldemort comes back and...
I was taking a drink of water, and I was just like, ah!
Voldemort? Really?
Are they talking about Ethan? Oh my god, I called it!
What? I'm supposed to be Voldemort now? You three sure like you're having fun. Meanwhile, Daisy Poinsettia Sunflower, I'm on the floor doing your job for you.
Sorry, Ethan. Before Ethan can lecture us anymore, we all disperse and go back to where we're supposed to be. Well, all in a day's work at...
Ristorante Amore.
I suppose. Sometime later. Working at Ristorante, the days pass by pretty quickly, and there isn't much variation from one day to the next. But it's wonderful that the days are so peaceful. Maybe it's because no one comes here. Look at all these empty tables.
Well, after what happened with the soup and the shoes, are you that surprised? Break time, finally! And by break, I don't mean breaking things.
Liam stretches his long limbs happily. His smile is pretty infectious, so I can't help but follow his lead. I'm nowhere near as flexible as Liam is, though. He's just, doing a perfect, bend. Every day, the restaurant closes between 4 p.m. and 6 p.m. so that the staff can switch over from the lunch menu to the dinner menu. It's a pretty busy time for the chefs, but the rest of us don't have much to do while Ristorante's closed. Ah! You can be her, Emily.
The lunch period was really busy today, wasn't it?
Sure was. I don't think I got to sit down even once. I'm glad Ristorante is doing well, though. That means we can all stay here together for a little longer.
Oh, it's Laura! Aw. She's a waitress like me, but she's still in college, so she doesn't work every day. Laura's super nice, but a little on the shy side. Just like our Laura.
Yeah.
That's what I was going to say. That sounds like Laura.
Too bad Laura isn't playing Laura.
Heard that she and Liam started working here at around the same time. They're on pretty good terms with each other, but Laura always seems very embarrassed when she talks to him. I wonder why. Laura, do you want to eat lunch together today? No. Since Laura and I are usually the only two waitresses on staff around this time, we usually hang out together. I consider her a good friend of mine.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Daisy Sunflower, but I promised my sister I'd go somewhere with her today during the break. You aren't mad at me, are you?
No, of course not. If you made a promise with your sister, you should keep it. I'll figure something else out.
Thank you for understanding. Well, I guess I should be going now. I'll see you after dinner starts, okay?
Sure. See you later, Laura. Laura quickly gathers her stuff and leaves to meet with her sister. Well, it's no fun having lunch alone. I should find someone else to spend time with.
So is this when we decide who we want to romance for the rest of our life?
It is at least a step on that journey, yes.
I'm not into Pierre. So...
Because he's too perfect?
Yeah. He's too nice. He's... and he's a sous chef.
I didn't know that was a turnoff.
No, as in, like, that's pretty good, right? That's, like, just below head chef, right?
Yeah.
So, he's doing pretty well. He's pretty nice. I don't trust him.
Just too good of an option.
Yeah, so I think we should go with either Ethan or Liam.
Well, basically, I think that Liam is the cutest, but Ethan is the funniest.
What do you have a preference, Emily?
Emily probably knows secret stuff.
Yes, so I have no preference.
I see. I kind of felt the same way as Ben, in that Ethan would probably be funny, because he's, like, probably angry until you expose his sad, traumatic childhood or something and help him work through it. And I assume Liam... I also agreed that Liam was the cutest of those three.
Yeah, with his, like, happy eyes and, like, his hair and, like, yeah. I'm not good at describing why people are cute.
Yeah, but Laura and Liam seem to have... We don't know their relationship, but she always... she was saying she gets embarrassed around him. So I'm wondering if that might prove future complications with Laura. Am I thinking too deeply into this?
This is why I like to have a little more time before I pick who I want to spend the rest of my life with.
Should we go for the odd guy out with Ethan then?
It might be more entertaining just if we're looking at, funny dialogue.
Sure. Plus he hates us, so
Yeah.
That always makes for a good relationship.
Yep.
Okay, I guess we'll go with Ethan.
In
Ethan
that case, I don't think I'm doing it right.
Ethan and I aren't exactly on the best terms, but that's all the more reason why I should seek him out.
See?
If we could just get to know each other better, I'm sure he'd come to like me, maybe. Hopefully. I don't think he will. I know that deep down, he's a kind person. I say with difficulty. He could have said much worse things to me than he has, after all. I'd definitely deserve it after all the mistakes I've made while working here.
You could use that kind of argument to say that clearly deep down Liam is a mean person because he could have said much better things to me than he has.
Yes, exactly.
Anyway, Ethan's not hard to find. I just look for the angriest person in the room.
He just has this aura about him.
That's like, don't approach me,
Yeah.
I hate everyone. He usually sits alone.
Because that's not a warning signal.
No, it's not. I quickly find him sitting at an empty table in the main room, poking at a plate of pasta with his fork. The pasta's not to your taste?
I hate Italian.
Why do I work here? I can't eat gluten. All they serve is pasta. None of it's gluten-free either.
I also hate pizza.
And tomatoes give me acid reflux.
I hate everything.
Can't have cheese, lactose intolerant.
Aw. Poor Ethan. Ethan looked surprised for a moment, as if the last thing he'd expected was for me to be talking to him like this. Eventually, he goes back to frowning, but Ethan does at least reply to my inquiry.
Leftovers from earlier. The cooks gave it to me so they wouldn't have to throw it out, but they put too much salt in it today.
And I'm salt intolerant. I want my meals as bland as possible. I I love salty foods. Do you want to trade lunches with me? I brought something from home.
I'm allergic to food from home.
I'm exaggerating a little bit, but the thought of Ethan not eating anything just makes me feel too sad. He's got a whole evening shift ahead of him. He'll need the energy. Oh man, is Daisy Sunflower Polish like me? Ethan eyes the bag in my hand suspiciously.
Is that really all right? Did you poison it? Are you trying to kill me?
No, it's just an empty bag.
I'm allergic to air.
This is what I make for myself every day. Nothing.
Yay!
That's what I can afford.
As my character. Of course, you help yourself. I traded my packed lunch for pasta, and though Ethan doesn't say anything else to me, he has an almost smile. Whoa, is that his almost smile up there?
That looks kind of sad, actually.
That's kind of sad.
Could
He's
have
just
fooled
like,
me.
there's literally nothing in this bag.
But it's still better than what he had before.
He has an almost smile as he eats my food, and I feel as if we've gotten just a little bit closer. A little bit closer. Later that day. The dinner shift today isn't nearly as busy as it was at lunch. There's still a lot of work to be done. In my eagerness to please, I break a few more plates. I took that the wrong way, like as in she looks so happy that she's purposefully taking plates.
Well, that's the way the sentence basically looks, like in her eagerness. She's doing it because she's eager. Like she's trying to please people by breaking plates.
This is how I do it, right? This adds excitement to the meal.
Opa! They're a Greek restaurant, right?
Yeah.
That's what Ristorante means, right?
Liam says, "Yeah, this is exactly how you do it."
Which Ethan's not too happy about. It only gets worse when Laura accidentally drops an entire tray of food. Ethan's even more harsh with Laura than he is with me. No, not Laura. Don't you think that's a... Oh, that's you. Whoops, I almost stole your line.
Don't you think that's a little ridiculous for you to be reading my lines?
I'm sorry!
God.
I'm sorry. The tray was heavier than I thought it would be, so I...
It seems too heavy, then you could just ask someone to help you.
But,
Preferably not Daisy Sunflower.
but you yell at me when I ask you to help me because you say I should be able to do my job myself.
What is it?
I'm scared to ask you for help. You'll yell at me.
Oh no, we're too good at predicting.
We keep rating their game for them. Angry ellipsis.
Disclosure, I have played this before, but it's been a while, so...
I have to admit that she has a point, but I think Ethan would rather help out than have this happen. He has to cut his lecture short because he's needed on the floor, but Ethan leaves me to help Laura and Liam with the cleaning.
I messed up again.
Aw. It's okay, Laura. Don't let it get you down.
Easy for you to say. You've been working here for just a few weeks, but you're already way better at waitressing than I am.
Yeah, she's been breaking more plates than you. That's a higher score.
Yeah. 3 points per plate. That's not true. Ethan's always getting on my case, too.
That guy gets on everybody's case. Like, he was just saying that I'm too cheerful and chipper all the time. That just made me more cheerful. Don't worry about it.
Liam?
I know you've been getting better, Laura. You're a hard worker and always polite with the customers. It'll all pay off for you eventually. She's blushing.
Yeah.
I just wish Ethan could see how much effort I've been putting in.
Aw, Ethan only says all that stuff because he wants you guys to get better. He doesn't mean any of it in a bad way. I'd be really upset if he didn't yell at me.
I don't know. I'm agreeing with Liam.
I don't know him. No, we can agree with him. I don't have an opinion.
Okay.
Yeah, see, I think so too. Haven't you seen how hard Ethan works?
Yeah.
There's no way that someone who works that hard is a bad person.
Well...
You really think so?
Yeah, of course. But next time, don't hesitate to ask me for help, okay? Heavy trays are no problem for me, after all.
Okay, I'll try to do that next time. Thank you, Liam.
No problem.
We all quickly clean up. Just as we're about to get back to work, however, Ethan comes back with a sour look on his face. I just ate some pasta. I hated it. What's the matter? Ethan sighs.
Get Pierre out here as quickly as possible. Oh, Liam's frowning. He looks so sad.
I don't understand. Pierre's part of the kitchen staff. Why would he be needed on the floor? Sometimes his fans want to talk to him, but surely Ethan wouldn't be this annoyed just over that.
Look at Liam's eyebrows. They're like...
I look over at Laura and Liam for some sort of explanation or reassurance. To my surprise, they both have reluctant, hesitant looks on their faces, too.
How can you tell what Laura's facial expression is?
Just like, I don't actually have a facial expression. There's nothing under these bangs.
Oh no, that's why she drops so many dishes.
Laura is usually a little downcast, but to see Liam like this is so strange. What's going on?
Nothing much, just a bit of trouble, I think.
She's here again?
Laura mumbles to herself, but it's just loud enough for me to hear. She? But Laura seems too distracted to notice my curiosity and confusion.
I'll go get Pierre.
She walks off towards the kitchen looking somewhat deflated.
I've got to take orders from some customers that just came in. I hate customers. So why don't you two go talk to Miss Adams?
Miss Adams? Is this lady some sort of VIP?
See, he just like vaporized. Like move off the side of the screen.
But then why does everyone seem so bothered by her presence? Luckily, Liam's son seems to sense my confusion.
Oh, it's okay. She's not as bad as we're making her out to be. Miss Adams is just a bit of a handful, that's all.
She comes here straight from the crazy place. He and I walk towards the table in question, but I'm still pretty confused by what's going on. Who is this person? Oh my god, I love her. Just look at her pouty face. She's just like,
Oh, is it my turn to, I guess, once she says something?
Sure.
Yeah.
Miss Angelina Adams, I soon learn. She's a young heiress, and this is her favorite restaurant, surprisingly. She's the type who enjoyed eating the soup out of the cupped hands.
Yes.
Normally she comes in at least twice a week, but recently she's been doing some international travel.
She's used to eating out of cupped hands. That's how she makes all her servants serve her food.
That would explain why I haven't seen her, even though I've been working here for almost a month. Others seem very familiar with her, though. Liam and I reach the table shortly. She's sitting alone, so I try my best to give her a friendly smile, which she counters with a cool, unimpressed stare. Well, that didn't work.
Good evening, Miss Adams. It's so nice to see you again. Is there something you'd like to start your meal with? An appetizer, maybe? No, thank you. Just bring Pierre out here, will you?
I love it. Excuse me, but Pierre's a chef. If you'd like to place an order, we'd be more than happy to.
Oh, I'm sorry. Was I not clear? Get Pierre over here now. You're wasting my time.
Before either Liam or I can even move, Pierre comes up from behind us. His smile quickly diffuses Miss Adams' temper.
Angelina, it's good to see you again. How was your trip?
Pierre!
She practically jumps out of her chair as soon as she lays eyes on him, making a big show out of pecking him lightly on each cheek.
It was wonderful, but I missed you. How have you been, darling?
Well,
The two of them start making small talk. They sound like they know each other really well. Is Miss Adams really just a customer? It's then that Liam leans over and whispers in my ear.
We should probably leave these two alone now.
Why? What? Why? Are they, together? Are they about to, like, feed each other out of cups? That would certainly explain why she's so happy to see Pierre. But Liam shakes his head. I wonder how Pierre and Miss Adams know each other then. I cast one more glance at them from over my shoulder as Liam and I walk away. Liam continues to explain the situation to me, though.
They're not going out with each other, but Pierre's the only one who can really deal with her, so whenever she comes in, we leave her to him.
Is that really all right?
Of course, we can always rely on Pierre. He's great with women. I'm honestly kind of envious of him.
Huh? Why would you be envious?
Well, people really like him and he's so good at everything. I find it really hard to talk to girls sometimes. I wish I could be more like Pierre.
Liam, you seem like the person who has no trouble talking to anyone as far as I know from this game.
Yeah, and also seems like the most attractive of the people who we've met so far.
Yeah.
So, like, demeanor and
You're
looks, in my
great
opinion.
the way
but-
you are, Liam. I like you.
Yeah.
Don't change.
it would be
You
kind of
seem
mean
basically-
to be. Well, keep trying. You're not quite there yet, buddy.
You're great the way you are, Liam. You don't need to be envious of Pierre. Everyone has things that they're good at.
Really?
He's like, whoa.
I never thought of
I'm-
it that way before.
I'm good at things?
Whoa. Of course, you're so nice and easy to talk to. You always brighten up my day.
Blushing ellipsis.
What's wrong?
Nothing. I'm sputter. I'm just surprised, I guess. I didn't know you thought so highly of me.
You're wonderful in your way, and Pierre's wonderful in his own way, too. And everyone's wonderful. I love everyone. There's no need to be like him.
Even Ethan. Thanks, Daisy Sunflower. I appreciate it.
Hearing Ethan's rap, the two of us decide to get back to work. Later that day. This is a very long day. A while later, during a bit of a quiet moment near closing time, I find Pierre sitting alone and looking a little worse for wear. I don't want to bother him if he's thinking intently about something, but at the same time, I'm just very worried about him. My voice comes out without me meaning for it to. Oh well. Pierre?
Is that a common problem with her? Just like she can't stop herself. It just.
Oh well. When Pierre turns around, the smile he gives me is a little tired compared to usual.
Oh, hello, Daisy Sunflower.
Is everything all right?
Of course it is. Why do you ask?
Well, that lady was just like eating out of your hands. It was disgusting. You just look a little sad.
I suppose I'm just a bit tired. It's no big deal.
I wonder if this has anything to do with Miss Adams coming by. I'm pretty sure it has everything to do with Miss Adams. I hear you and Miss Adams are pretty close. What did you two talk about today? I know it's nosy of me, but I just have to know.
Angelina, I wouldn't say that we're very close. We just made some small talk about her trip to France. I wish I could go to France.
The first sounds kind of nosy.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I would just be like, you're interested in travel? Because I don't really care about Miss Adams.
Yeah.
Oh, you're interested in travel? Pierre seems pleased that I picked up on that. After all, I guess rather than worry about his relationship with Miss Adams, I should try to find out more about him. Also, who cares? I'm not particularly keen on...
mean.
Oh, whoops. I just can't help myself. Oh, well.
Do you often read other people's lines before they say them?
Oh, dear. I'm not particularly keen on traveling, but I'd love to go to France someday.
It hits me just then that Pierre is probably part French. I mean, hello, his name is Pierre. I should have realized that sooner. You have family there?
Oh, no, not really. It's just that I really love the culture and the food.
His eyes begin to light up and dance with mirth as he enthusiastically tells me more about France. For my part, I'm just glad I was able to help lift his spirits a little bit. My God, you're just so nice of a protagonist. I don't like this.
Is Doki Doki Literature Club, like, conditioning you to...
Oh, yes. to mistrust everyone.
Yeah.